We will open it up for a few questions at this point.
Lieutenant, there's some reports that someone in the police department ordered the sprinklers to be cut off at some point during the early stages of the fire. Could you address that?
I'll let the Division Chief Matheson address that.
Yeah, we've been hearing some of that information too. As with any investigation, our ears and eyes are wide open on any information that comes our way. And we are certainly interested in finding answers to a lot of different things that were part of this event. And those issues related to the effectiveness of the all building features, including fire protection systems, are certainly part of the overall investigation. There have been no final determinations or conclusions that have been made as part of that because we're simply still in that fact-finding process. So that's as much as I can say today.
Did the sprinkler system turn on at all?
Yes, we can say that the sprinkler system was activated.
Do you know how long it was on?
I do not. Again, those types of details will come out as part of the investigation, and we'll look into that.
We have the back yet?
I'm going to turn over any questions regarding the crime scene process to Assistant Supervisor Agent Jeff Vinn.
We're still processing the scene at this point in time. I can't really give you a final time when we'll be through with it. We're processing it like we would any other crime scene. We're being deliberate, we're being methodical. At this point in time, we have covered some items of evidentiary value. I can't comment on exactly what we've recovered, and I'll leave it at that.
Were there any accelerants used?
I'm not going to comment on that either at this point.
No, specifically, back to the police department, if I can. From you, from the police department, did a police representative give an order to disable the sprinklers?
All of that is being reviewed right now. The dynamic event as it was unfolding, there will be a debriefing on the operation command and what decisions were made and when. So that's the statement right now.
From a public safety standpoint, is it feasible, is it practical to reopen a portion of this mall within a few days? Does that seem realistic?
Are you comfortable taking that one?
I'll do my
Rob?
best. Again, I'm Rob Jensen, Roseville Public Works Director. We've been working very closely with Westfield in evaluating the current situation within the mall, including walking each individual store with our chief building official to evaluate where we're at on each one of those. There are issues that we need to address as far as the ventilation system, the fire sprinkler system, and we're working closely to develop a plan that would work for a phased approach. I think as you all are aware, this mall was built in phases, so it is feasible to do that, and we're looking to move forward in that direction.
What does several days mean as far as reopening? A week, more than that?
We're working very closely with Westfield. We're hopeful that that would be within the week, but again, we need to look closely at each one of those individual tenants to make sure that it is safe before we move people back in.
Right now, when you walk in, does it still smell like smoke? I mean, is
There are certainly certain areas that are more damaged than others, and there are areas that are relatively clean. So it varies from where you're at in the mall.
Jeff, perhaps this is a question for Jeff. For the hundreds of people who are working in this building, as of this morning, your office still considered that there was a potential active explosive device. Is that still the case? Do you think there might be something that could explode in this building?
At this point in time, we're going off information that we acquired that first day when there was word about individual possessing a firearm, possessing a device. As we work through the scene, we usually start front to back, and each step, I mean, there's a ton of debris literally on top of that scene. We've had 2 cranes out here. We've removed roof sections, the air systems on top. And today's been the first day that we've actually been able to get down into that area of interest for us. And again, we're not just going to hop to where we think. We're going to go ahead and process that area like we would any other investigation. So we're treating it. We haven't found anything at this point in time, but it's like anything else. You can't discount information that's required early on in the investigation. So, the individuals that we have in there are skilled. They do this for a living. We have special agents, we have engineers, fire modelers, everybody. We bring, this entire team is pretty much self-contained. And so, again, we're not compromising anything that we wouldn't normally do in any other investigation. So to answer your question directly, we haven't recovered anything at this point in time, but we're not discounting it.
You said you haven't recovered anything, but yet you have some evidentiary.
Right, and it's like anything else. I mean, there's items there that we consider, let's say, important with regards to processing the scene. So we have, we've recovered items of evidence, correct, but I'm not going to comment on what we recovered and what that's comprised of.
But nothing so far that looks like the bomb.
Correct. Correct.
Backpack is still buried, right?
I'm not going to comment on what we recovered yet, so can't really answer that question.
We're going to take 2 more questions at this point.
Can you give us an idea of all of the massive amounts of metal we've seen taken off and put on top of the parking structure? What does that represent and what needs to come out still?
There's still quite a bit of material that does need to come out. Our efforts are somewhat limited in the area where the fire occurred because it is still an active crime investigation. We're just trying to make sure that that area is stable at this point so that they can do the investigation. But there's still quite a bit of material that does still need to come out.
What about the wall that you were concerned that is rolling out? Does that have to be brought down? Is it still in danger of
We're
collapse?
still reviewing that. We do have structural engineers on site. Our goal right now is to make sure that the site is stable and move forward from that point.
Okay, thank you very much. Chief Matheson and I will be around for a little bit longer, as will Special Agent Helen Dunkel from ATF. And so we'll make ourselves available to you in a few minutes here. Thanks.